Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
Mike.
And today, Mystery Mash Monday. So what do we do for Mystery Mash Monday? Mystery Mash Monday, I unleash my wife on the many, many unopened bottles we have on the other side of the room. We try to guess type, we try to guess price, proof, whether we think it's finished or not, and then ultimately we've been giving it a grade when we remember. We've been doing very bad at doing the grades, and
Wait till you get the nose of this one.
in fact, the last one I graded, I actually talked to him after we finished, and then I forgot to edit it in anyway, so it didn't matter. But this is weird. So, all right, let's see what we got. Ah, God, what the hell was that?
I
have no idea what this one could be.
yeah, we are in a different land.
We didn't have anything different like that.
This is
What the hell is that?
We're in a different state. Whoever's making this one, I don't think we've been to this state yet.
We're in a state of confusion right now is what it is. That has a funk to it and a half.
It definitely has.
It's making my nose run. Jeez.
I could almost agree 100% this time that there is a funk in this nose.
I'm getting like the burnt.
I can't
I'm
even.
getting like a burnt match, like just a hint of it. Like after you blow it out.
I'm not really getting that, but
All right, let me take a sip of this.
I don't want to. This nose is not a selling point. She might have overpoured us today.
Oh, we just walked into the great state of Texas, I think. That's what it's bringing me to.
This is.
It's
It
actually,
could be over there. This
It's
is.
bringing me into that. We're either in the
It's a land of uniqueness.
like a single malt territory, or we're in the land of like Texas. I know we do have one more of the
Garrison.
Garrison brothers.
Those are big dollars.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not considering this a big dollar whiskey.
I'm not hating it. It on the nose was weird right off the bat, but it didn't have a foul taste. I didn't mind the taste. It definitely brought me in that dark.
It's still got a not your standard bourbon taste.
I'm not 100% convinced this ain't like a. Okay, I'm getting no. I'm almost a. No, it's not a bourbon taste at all. I don't think we're in the land of bourbon. We're
trying to
either
think,
in like a single malt.
Yeah,
Did we? Unless it's from Texas. Texas has got that balcones funk.
I don't really think this is Irish.
Oh no, I don't think so. If anything, I would go. I'm either going. It's either going to be. I'm just waiting to see if a mint comes out of it. It's either a malted rye, or it's a single malt, or it's something that's from like it's like a Texas whiskey, which we did have. What is the one we have? That Belmore. Who was it? Garrison Brothers? So we do have a Garrison brother over there. We have a couple. Actually, I shouldn't say that. We have a couple Texas whiskeys. It could be any one of them, now that I think about it. Because Steve found a couple new ones that I've never heard of before, and I was like, you know what, grab that. Let's try it. We've been liking the Texas whiskeys lately. So it could be one of them.
It holds on a little bit. I mean, I don't think we're in the 120s or anything like that, but I'd be probably say we're close to the 100 or 9600. That's the only thing.
I don't even think it's drinking that hot.
No?
The more I keep sipping it, the more I think this is the low proof Garrison brother. That's what I'm thinking.
Which was where? 90?
Do you know how long ago I bought that thing?
I just bought two and I asked you what was the proof because I didn't even look. So
I do the research, but I don't usually memorize them. Like every once in a while, not until we do it and I do it like this and I read it off, and then I'm like when I do the research,
I do retain it well.
I research so many.
I'm not saying I'm a huge fan of this right now.
I don't hate it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not like it's kind of like when you drink the one that has the bread. You know what I mean? Like you got to be in the mood for it, but it's not bad when it's something different. I'm not. The more I keep sipping this, now that I know what I'm going at, it's kind of like when I drank the Garrison.
I don't think I want 10 of these.
When I drank the Balcones, like you wouldn't want to switch off to like a regular bourbon now because
I think I would.
Well, all right, all right. So let's see. What do you think? You know what? It's going to be one of them too, either a single malt or I'm not really getting. the rye thing. I really think this might be one of the Texas whiskeys.
I'm not
so
getting a rye either.
I think we're in there. Maybe I don't know if Texas makes a bourbon or not. You know what I mean? Like if with this flavor profile. But I'm gonna just say at least I'm thinking it's one of them.
There's something different in this. I don't know if I'm getting a little bit of a mint. I don't know.
I mean, there's a nice little spice to it, though.
There is, and that's what I'm wondering. Is that a rye?
But it's more that burnt molasses flavor. That's what's bringing me to that single malt / Texas whiskey flavor.
I don't know if I have a burnt molasses.
Because it smells. I was just saying, it smells like a burnt
fruit though, a little bit in the nose now. Beyond after that funk. Or before the funk.
I'd love to see your fruit, but I ain't seeing that. There is a ton of flavor in this, though. Whether you like the flavor or not, I want to stress that. They say that about some of the single malts too.
No,
some of them have so much flavor, but you may not like all the flavor. But it's coming with a ton of flavor. You're not going to say this
all the flavors in the nose either.
Well, this ain't water-esque. Let's put it that way. It stays in your mouth. The flavor stays.
I'm thinking 96, 100 for the proof, but I might be with you on. Or would this be?
Yeah, I'd be like 94 in proof.
I don't
4
think,
up, 4 down. I don't think it's 100 even. I think we're down.
I know I bought some different scotches, but I don't think this is a scotch.
No, I think I honestly I'm gonna go with, like I said, I'm gonna go whiskey. I'm gonna go unfinished. I think it's a Texas whiskey myself. It's not drinking hot, so if this is one of them ones that are hot but it doesn't drink hot, I think I'm at like 94. That would be the only
bonus. Would be. I said 96.
Yeah, 90 up. 4 up, 4 down would put me at like 90. I wouldn't be surprised if it is down that low, but I could see it because it does have a little bit of a sparkle, and I don't know if that's just like a rye spice.
There is definitely a sparkle.
Yeah.
In the taste, but there's something different in this nose.
No, and that's why
it's not even jumping out. Usually, it'll bring me somewhere, and this one's not bringing me.
That's what was making me think it might have been a malted rye because it was giving me that little bit of a.
You do get the spice of that though when you sip it. So that's a possibility. But again, you aren't incorrect in saying it could be a Texas whiskey because those they kind of come off that way as well.
Well, one of the subscribers had said to you, because I love these because you start out with the right answer and you talk yourself out of it every time, and it's true. And I'm trying not to do that today. But, so I'm going to stay with my gut instincts. I don't think it's high proof, so I think it's sub 100.
I like fruitness, but
I'm not getting your fruit. I'm not. But I'm also not getting a mint. I'm actually, you know what, if
getting
anything.
Sparkle, that's the thing.
If anything, it's not a mint. I'm actually getting a pine. That's the smell. It's like a tea pine. Like I'm getting like a black tea and with like pine needles in it. Like green pine needles. That's what I'm smelling. It's almost like a juniper pine. That's what that you.
I think
you don't get that on the nose.
No, I wish I was.
You said there's a weird name. The smell. It's almost like when we had the Colorado blue spruce.
I know
if
what.
You drag your hand on it.
I know what all of them smell like.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting right now. And you might have put that in like a black. You get the finish of like a black tea with it.
Pine needle tea.
I never made pine needle tea. I drink a ton of tea.
In survival week, that was get the nutrients. Drink pine needle tea. Try that. It's like liquid sap. You know, we did that too. It's like, it's like having a rock candy. No. You got quite the imagination.
Right?
Chunk of sap off a tree and then you suck on it and you think it's rock candy.
I don't mind this. I really don't. The more I keep drinking it, it lasts like a higher proof though. I want to say that flavor, it coats very well. Again, if you don't like the taste, it won't go away. It stays. No,
it does. That's why I was leaning towards 96. In that area.
I really do get the. You don't get the pine, huh?
I get the funk.
Like if you sniffing a pine cone.
No, I wish I was.
No, God, I want to go grab a pine cone. It's so close to me in my head. My head's not always right. So, all right. So what else? I'm gonna say unfinished.
I don't think it's finished either. You know what?
What do you figure money wise?
What would I pay for this? Or what I think we paid for it? Because if what I pay for this, I'm hoping this is like a friggin'.
What do you think you would want?
$29.99.
No, nothing's $29.99 anymore. I don't think it's that bad. I was at $49.99 myself. Anything below that, I think I'd be happy. This isn't. I know this. If this is a single malt, though, we paid way more.
I was going to say,
and that's what it kind of tastes like.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's the sad part of this, because I could probably tolerate a $49.99. We bought way worse for way more.
I think it carries a lot of flavor, though. You just whether you
I
like that flavor or not is another story.
I just don't really particularly like this flavor, so I don't. This is like a C minus C for me.
You're that low?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm
this
that
is
low.
this is not tripping my trigger at all. Too much. This is not for me.
See, it's not my go-to because
I'm trying to even.
Although the more I keep drinking it, the more it's bringing up.
I'm trying to even like not be negative because it's not my flavor profile, but this one's just standing out.
See, I would have been in the B minus range because I don't. But
well, this is the first major discrepancy
because I don't mind this flavor profile. It definitely feels heavy. The more I keep drinking it, though, it feels like it's proofier than what I thought originally. The more I keep sipping on it.
My first sips did. Now I'm think I'm getting acclimated.
Yeah, see, I'm going the other way around. The more, maybe I was doing too much of a baby sip, because the more I keep sipping it, the more it seems to be hanging on in my throat. Like it's hanging on.
No, that's why it might be a malted rye.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you said it's a whiskey, I'll go with a malted rye. Because it does have a sparkle, and it does hold on.
Yeah. I'm not hating it,
but I'll keep the.
I can't go lower than a C plus though. I don't think this is bad. I know this isn't your flavor profile, but I think for what it is, it has a ton of flavor.
We're not in the B category.
All right. Well, we'll go with it. We'll go with a
C plus.
What do you want to go C? You were C minus. I don't want to bump you all the way up, but I was B minus. I was borderline. I didn't mind it. I don't mind it.
We don't have many C's or C pluses.
All right, we'll go with a C plus. That's the thing. Let's see what it actually is.
Let's see.
Well, I'm wrong. So let's try to get my notes and we'll see what happens. All right, so we are back. And this one we just recently picked up. Well, I shouldn't say recently. The last time a super fan of the channel, Steve, went back to Oklahoma, he found this. We'll get right into the particulars of it. I don't have a whole lot on it. So this is the same old Moses 4-grain straight bourbon whiskey. It's originally 4 years, and then they put it in a new oak barrel again for 1 more year. So technically it's 5 years, I believe, altogether. We got it for $44.98. It is 100 proof. It doesn't say where it's distilled out of, but it says it's finished and bottled by the Wander Folk Spirits out of Guthrie, Oklahoma. And that's all I have for the information on that. But man, it drinks. And they have a story on the back. If you get one of these bottles, you can. And in fact, if you've had one of these bottles, leave a comment down below. I'd be curious what everyone thinks. To me, it drinks like a Texas whiskey. It really has that Texas.
It does
funk.
do that, and the nose just started to caramelize out a little bit, so it's not. It doesn't have that crazy funk. Or that my nose got acclimated to it a little bit.
I'm still getting that off the nose. I get like a pine.
I wish I was getting a pine.
I get like a pine and tea, like a black tea. It's like it would like the pine smell, like a pine cone's floating in it.
I really wish I was smelling that when I got it. And if anybody knows what the little axe is about, you can let us know because there's nothing in the story.
Yeah, the story. The guy was a grocer, and he went out that way, and then he started a liquor store, a brewery or whatever he did in order the distillery, and it was more lucrative. That's all there is to it. But overall, like I know this ain't your flavor profile, but to me it brings me what like the New Riff single malt kind of has that flavor. The Texas whiskeys definitely have this flavor.
So it's not what I was thinking when we sat down, and then so it threw me all. It's tolerable.
Mm-hmm.
Is it my first pick? No, I don't have 10 of these, or I don't even know if I have a single malt at the house. Oh, I do.
This is a bourbon. This is a bourbon.
Don't taste like a bourbon.
You know, the more I keep drinking it, it's almost bringing. It has a little bit of that bread flavor.
Well, I was going to say, if it's a bourbon, it has a little bit of that bread flavor, but it's a dark
Virginia,
PA area type New York.
It kind of, and that's why you're so repulsed by it right now, but it really does. It's kind of bringing that, but it's darker than the normal bread. It's darker than that. It's got like molasses on the bread. Like it brings that darkness with it.
There's still a funk in this nose.
Yeah, it's fucking pine cones, man.
I like the smell.
It really
of
is.
pine cones.
That's what I'm getting. It gives me like a pine, like fresh pine too, not pine needles that have been laying on the ground, like actual pine off the tree, and like a black tea.
And then it's stuck in your hands.
Yeah,
I know. Well, yeah, I know, but I'm not getting that. I wish I was kind of getting that.
But knowing what it is, it brings, much like when we did the breaded one and we didn't know what it was the other day, and we had the 2 bread ones and it brought us over to Scotch. This one's bringing me to Texas. You know what I mean? It's giving that flavor.
It does. In its defense, it does have multiple flavors and it does hold on. You know, it's 100 proof and it does hang in, and it is decently priced. What was I grade? A C?
You would C minus. We went C plus. We went C plus because I was at the B minus range. Because I didn't mind it. It is definitely different. It won't bring you to bourbon.
It's not even bringing me to bourbon.
You know, to me, it brought me to Texas. It's got that dark balconis. But I like that now. You know what I mean? Like
it's not as far off the wall as Scissortail, but it's there's a few things. But there's a few things out of Oklahoma that are very unique. Their flavor profiles have been very, very different.
Well, I won't say anything bad because
I'm not saying anything bad.
Steve's from Oklahoma. His parents still live out there. We love Oklahoma because it brings us good whiskey. That's all I can say.
I wasn't going negative.
Scissortail is definitely brought all the young. Yeah. It was wicked young.
It did.
Yeah, and that was definitely different. This to me, I would still smelling this. I'm in Texas. It reminded me of that Giant a little bit. Remember the Giant? That was from Texas. It reminds me of Balcones. It reminds me of the Garrison brothers for sure. But you know what? There is, again, whether you like the flavor or not is another thing. But there is a ton of flavor coming out of this glass. Like it coats for 100 proofer. It sits in your mouth. You can't get rid of that flavor.
Whether you like it or not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the pros and the cons. It's unlike some.
It does stick around. It's not here today, gone tomorrow.
Right.
It is decent. It's reasonably priced. The bottle is actually a different, unique shape too as well. It's not the everyday, wine bottle type deal. So they took some time, and I'd like to know what the hatch is about.
I'll be curious to see how this opens up. Yeah, I didn't find a lot on it when I was doing research, but he came back with like 15 bottles, so I didn't spend a lot of time on all of them either. So when we did it, but well, it is what it is. So there you go. There's the same old Moses straight bourbon whiskey. Again, if you guys have tried this, leave a comment down below because being from Oklahoma, like some of this stuff isn't widely. I've never seen it up here for sure.
Because if it had a little axe like that, I'd pick it up just out of spite.
Just to see what it was. No, I hear you. So I've never seen it out this way. And when he was down there, I remember him saying, "What about this one? It's an Oklahoma whiskey." I'm like, "No, grab it, because like you're there. Let's get something from there."
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why we got it. I'm like, it's not outrageously priced. Give it a shot.
There's probably 30 of them down there.
Well, yeah, I believe there was.
It's a big ass state.
Right. I think there was a lot of these though. I think there was multiple ones out of that. So, well, there you go. There is the. Same old Moses. That's Mystery Mash Monday. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.